Hello, happy travelers! Today we want to give you some tips for visiting Iceland. Iceland is a magical island country that we traveled to earlier this year and fell in love with. And if you're watching this video, it means that you're interested in going there too. If you need convincing, Iceland has got an active volcano, tons of beautiful waterfalls, picturesque and relaxing hot springs, incredibly friendly people, and landscapes that look like a completely different planet. So since you've obviously now made up your mind to go, here are a few tips to help you get the most out of your visit. Number one is credit cards are king. Iceland is a very technologically forward country, and you'll find that you can use a credit card virtually anywhere, even if you're buying a wool sweater from a vendor on the side of the road from a little old granny. Even when we went to a hot spring in the middle of the countryside, in the middle of nowhere, you could pay the entrance fee via Venmo. It was pretty crazy. It's pretty unnecessary to get out any cash at all, but I will say that the only time in the full 19 days that we encountered a cash situation was at the showers of a campground. So if you do get out cash, make sure it's a very small amount, and that way you won't lose much when you exchange it back on your way home. Our next tip is about food, one of my favorite things, and specifically how to save money on food. Going out to eat in Iceland is, like most other things, relatively expensive. Of course, you'll be able to find some budget restaurants and you can always share, but eating out adds up quickly. Having said that, and this is advice I would never give to someone visiting the United States, only in Iceland, eat gas station food. I know, right? Gas stations such as N1s are plentiful on the ring road and usually have fast food type options that won't break the bank. Iceland is actually weirdly famous for its hot dogs, which have lamb in them and some interesting toppings like several different types of onions, but they're actually really good and are a cheap eat when you're on an Iceland road trip. We'd like to take a second to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community with a ton of amazing classes for creators where you can learn that skill you've always been curious about, master something you've been tinkering with, or just browse around and see what looks cool to you. We've checked out several classes that looked super interesting to us, including guides to self-care, storytelling on video, and in particular this class called Outdoor Photography, shooting at sunrise, sunset, and night, taught by one of our favorite photographers, Chris Burkhardt. We love how he teaches you to draw inspiration from all of your surroundings, no matter what setting you're in. Also, with your Skillshare membership, you'll never be bombarded with ads, so your evolving creativity will never be interrupted, and you can focus on becoming that greater version of yourself. We have a special today for the viewers of this video. The first 1,000 of you guys who sign up for Skillshare with the link in our description get a full month premium membership for free. So head down below and check that out to start learning. And now for more Iceland. Tip number 3 is really my personal opinion, but I would say that lots of people who have visited Iceland before will agree with me, and that's to get outside of Reykjavik and the famous Golden Circle. It's a wonderful city and the Golden Circle's beautiful, but most of the epic landscapes you'll want to see will be further afoot. I definitely recommend renting a car. And don't worry, Iceland is actually pretty easy to drive in. I even drove there. And if you're pretty adventurous, I would say to rent a camper van or an RV so you have a ton of freedom and flexibility. This also helps to save money on certain things because you'll be combining lodging and transportation, as well as you'll be able to cook your own meals instead of eating out all the time. Iceland grocery stores are relatively inexpensive, so that's a great way to save money. Camping is huge in Iceland, and you'll find campgrounds almost everywhere, often with good facilities like showers and toilets. Just know that campgrounds are generally open from about May to September. You can park for free overnight during the times of year when they're not open, but you won't have access to the facilities because they'll be locked. Our next tip is to pack for all seasons, no matter what time of year it is. Iceland's weather is notoriously unpredictable, which we definitely experienced, and packing layers will help keep you comfortable when the weather inevitably changes. Even in the summertime, you may need a hat and gloves, and also windproof clothing is an absolute must. We brought rain jackets and even rain pants, and although we only used them a couple times for actual rain, they actually really helped against the chill of the wind. Iceland's winds are the stuff of legend, and protecting yourself against that will make your experience much more enjoyable. Trust me, I know. Tip number 5, and our final Iceland tip, is to plan for more time than you think you need, especially if you plan on exploring the famous Ring Road. Iceland is not a large country, but there's so much to see and do that you'll want to pull over practically every 5 miles to explore, and that time will add up quickly. As I said before, we were there for 19 days and we still didn't see everything we wanted to see. Also, the Ring Road is more than 800 miles of 2-lane roads with some definite windy parts. So it's not like you'll be speeding down an interstate. Make sure you plan lots of extra time for all the incredible spots you'll want to inevitably see and want to stop at. So there you have it. There are 5 of our top tips for visiting Iceland. We created a ton of videos from our trip, so make sure you scroll down our channel and check those out. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming travels. This is Kelly from The Awkward Tourists. Peace out. Hello, I'm testing. We're talking about Iceland. Hello. Even in the summertime, there may be instances where you'll need... that we encountered a cash situation. Those are 5 of our top... Sorry. Excuse me.